What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having a great day. In today's video, I will be talking about cryptocurrency. I'm going to talk about the entire crypto market. I'm going to talk about Kevin O'Leary. I'm going to talk about FTX. I'm going to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm going to talk about Binance. I'm going to talk about crypto audits, so on and so forth. I apologize in advance that you see this terrible yellow light. It's like 6 a.m. I'm on location at my real estate property. If you ever wanted to do real estate, guys, it is such a pain in the butt. Real estate money is not easy money. Real estate money is hard money. It's all good when it's all good, but when it's bad, oh boy, is it bad, oh freaking bad. So I got to give you guys content. Plus, I am upgrading my own studio, so I don't actually have a location to make dope videos. And guys, I'll be honest, I hired a few video editors for a really cool Ripple video and a really cool Ripple versus Hedera versus Algorand video. And it's a little difficult to work with video editors, I'll be honest. Between the back, forth, and time differences and issues and Upwork and shit like that, it is what it is. But I'm trying to increase my productivity and I'm trying to give you guys the best type of content possible. So it is what it is. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about cryptocurrency. Kevin O'Leary talks in front of Congress. Kevin O'Leary is asked, what happened with FTX? Why did FTX go down? And he says, hey, I don't have all the proof. I don't have all the numbers. But he basically is crediting, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm not using exact words, but he's saying FTX went down because of Binance. Binance and FTX were, warring. They were beefing. And Binance is the demise of FTX. That because Binance was a partner with FTX, maybe intentionally, unintentionally, CZ and Binance did not want to accommodate lawmakers. They didn't want to accommodate regulators. And because of that, FTX was having a very, very hard time getting approved in regulations in certain jurisdictions. Kevin O'Leary was paid $15 million by FTX. He had around $10 million in FTX in crypto and a $1 million stake in FTX US. He lost that. Right now, Kevin O'Leary is being sued. If you are Kevin O'Leary, just think about it. It's so funny. If you want to figure out what somebody is doing or who's doing the something, just figure out who's prospering the most. Right now, since Kevin O'Leary is being sued, he needs to do his best job to put on his poker face, and he has to keep going in a straight line as best as he possibly can. He cannot sway from the fact that FTX was legit, FTX was not a scam, FTX was not a scheme, and FTX was not embezzling money. He has to go with the narrative, because it's going to help him in the future when it goes to court. Because he's going to claim ignorance just like Sam Bankman-Fried is claiming ignorance, okay? I want to say one thing. Both things are true. Binance definitely had something to do with FTX's demise. Intentionally, unintentionally, for sure. Those tweets that I'm selling 580 million, 500 million of FTT token by CZ, for sure. But at the end of the day, the money that you put in an exchange, unless you open it to exchange trading to make interest, is supposed to be secure. If you put in 1 Bitcoin on an exchange, that exchange must hold your 1 Bitcoin. That's the way it works. An exchange makes money collecting stupid fees initially and at the end, when you buy and when you sell. An exchange should not be using your money to fund their personal investments. Sam Bankman-Fried is claiming mad shit that he has no knowledge of everything. At the end of the day, you are the CEO. There's no way. So if something small happened, I get it. You can say I had no knowledge. You cannot have no knowledge of something this big. It is not possible as a CEO. I'm telling you. It is not possible as a CEO, especially when it comes to this type of money. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my inspector. I'm waiting for them. So Kevin O'Leary pushing this narrative, I think it's absolutely effing disgusting. I think he's super ruining his brand. I think at the end of the day, he took a $15 million payout as an influencer. He is literally no better than a Meet Kevin, a Jeremy, a Millennial Money, a Graham Stephan, a Andre Jick, any one of the influencers that took money. And I'm not saying right now I'm not passing judgment, right? I'm saying he's in the same boat. No difference. He did as much due diligence as they did. That's a fact. He didn't do the Shark Tank due diligence, nothing. He was wooed by Sam Bankman-Fried. All right. Sam Bankman-Fried files for a, basically, he says what he was going to say at the congressional hearing. Of course, he was picked up by the police in the Bahamas, and he didn't get a chance to speak in front of Congress. So he goes like, listen, right now, people are going against me. People are snitching on me. People are, colluding against me. I don't feel bad for the guy. I definitely, in my opinion, I can't prove it. Obviously, the court is going to know more than me. But in my opinion, definitely embezzlement was happening. All right? You can't just cut off all fees on your freaking exchange or lower fees on your exchange and make money. There was something here. I think Caroline Ellison, who was spotted in New York recently, is snitching. And I put this out in my other video that there is a snitch. If you read the court filings, it says knowingly or unknowingly. The only reason it would say unknowingly, in my opinion, and my limited, law expertise, the only reason something would say unknowingly is because you have a cooperating witness. So the knowingly would be Sam, and the unknowingly would be the witness. This way, the witness can get off scot-free. Caroline Ellison, who was not supposed to be in New York, all of a sudden shows up in New York and drinking expensive coffee. You see, I have to make coffee at home because I'm broke. Because this crypto market absolutely shellacked us. It is what it is. But, by the way, Crypto Millionaire, this is my own design. I know it's flopped right now, but you guys can see the design, loading, this and that. I made it myself. I picked the lettering, everything. I put it on. I used Canva to design. So if you guys want this, I do have a link down below. This is a whole sweatsuit. I don't know if you could see, but it's sweatpants plus a sweatshirt. So really, really cool. Down below, I have a link. So that takes care of Kevin O'Leary. And I think he's destroying his whole brand. And he has to run with the narrative. That takes care of what Sam Bankman-Fried has to say. I heard his family try to bring him vegan food to jail, and they're complaining. So Sam Bankman-Fried tried to get bail. Bahamas police is like, yo, you ain't getting no bail. It turns out that, $100 million of FTX funds was able to be withdrawn right before they closed all withdrawals, and all $100 million was for the Bahamian population, for the Bahamas. John Ray III speaks in front of Congress. A lot of things were asked about him. There's a lot of hate when it comes to cryptocurrency. Some of the senators or the congressmen or the politicians actually are defending cryptocurrency, and they're like, listen, this has nothing to do with crypto. This is an old-fashioned embezzlement scheme. That's it. They just happen to be using cryptocurrency. That's the flavor of the month instead of the traditional fiat. It's like they're using a new method, but the methodology is the same. It's been like this from the beginning of time, right? And you even hear Jordan Belfort talking about this. He had an interview, and he said the same thing. He was like, yo, listen, this is just old-fashioned effery. This is old-fashioned schemes. That's it. They just happen to be using the pretenses of crypto instead of fiat, right? So we covered that as well. Binance. There's a lot of FUD that Binance is insolvent. That Binance does not have money to cover everything. CZ actually went... So there was a huge withdrawal of money from Binance. I think like $3 billion worth. Now Binance came out and says, hey, look, this $3 billion that was withdrawn is a lot. However, it is not our top amount that was withdrawn and we held before. And he says it's not even a top 5. That's what he says. He went on an interview on the news. I listened to the interview. The guy is like, listen, how are you guys financially? He says, Binance is super strong financially. This is a couple of red flags, though. And I'm not fighting. I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just saying, and I'll give you my opinion on the whole crypto market in just a moment. CZ goes like, listen, we're financially strong. They specifically asked him, can you cover a withdrawal of $2.1 billion, which is what ended up happening with FTX, right? FTX, Binance invested $100 million, and he was paid out $2.1 billion for his initial seed money by Sam Bankman-Fried because of what I said earlier, because of regulations, and they didn't want to give him regulations because CZ Chinese background, and there's definitely some hate on Chinese businessmen. That's a fact. I mean, I can't prove it again, but you see it all the time, and that's why he paid out Binance. So they said, hey, do you have $2.1 billion to pay out? Binance CZ was like, our financials are strong. Completely avoided the question and kept saying, hey, our attorneys are gonna go through the numbers. Let our attorneys answer stuff like that. All right, cool. There was a auditing firm. The auditing firm dealt with Binance, KuCoin, Crypto.com. I don't know if they dealt with firms like Kraken, but I know that Deloitte, which is a Big Four accounting firm, deals with Coinbase. CZ on the news says, hey, there's not too many auditors that even know how to audit crypto. There's none. And the guy is like, yo, but Coinbase is a publicly traded company that has an auditor, a Big Four, Deloitte. So how is that possible? So he avoided that as well. So there's obviously legitimate auditors. So the auditor that was dealing with Coinbase, Binance, and KuCoin, Binance, Crypto.com. Sorry, I have no script, guys. It's off the top of my head. I don't even have my car. This is a rental car. Somebody hit my car in the middle of the night and damage. I can't even move my freaking wheel. This is a Hyundai Elantra. Love it. What a piece of shit. Anyways, so CZ is complaining about the order. There's an order. I forgot. The firm is called on an M. Mazor, something like this. It's on an M. And the ordering firm says that Crypto.com, Binance, and KuCoin are all over collateralized. And then they withdrew everything and says, hey, we're pausing working with these companies. And that's it. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows any more details. They just happen to say that. So this is the situation with the market. Now, crypto market hit 875 billion, which is the highest market cap for all crypto we had in quite a while. Today, crypto market is like 827 billion. I checked earlier this morning, 830 billion, something like that. If anything happens to crypto right now, anything negative, anything, SEC Ripple, Binance, Crypto.com, anything, crypto is tanking hard. Crypto's going to go like close to 500 billion. There's nothing left. You understand? There's no support. There's no stops. There's just an open road. Right now, there's a light. You're at the light. But once you get past that light, if something happens, there's no stop signs. It's just going to be like, down, down, baby. I honestly think crypto market's going to go back down more. I think equities is going to recover before crypto's going to recover. And I'm a little fearful about what's happening in the market. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you FUD. I'm just giving you my open ideas and thinking. The Federal Reserve lowered the pace at the rate hikes. Instead of 75 basis points to 50 basis points. Now, in January, we're going to have another meeting. Right now, January, February, the meeting. We only have 8. We don't have 12. There is no, how do I put this? There's no catalyst for crypto. There is literally nothing coming in crypto that can make us go up. But there is a shit ton of things that can make crypto go down. The problem is also, since the volume of crypto is going down severely, ecosystems of a particular cryptocurrencies will be going down as well. That means a specific blockchains. And I don't mean a specific blockchain. I mean all specific blockchains. Everyone's fighting for the same pie. As less people are in the market, that pie becomes smaller, smaller, smaller. And every blockchain only has a certain amount of pieces of the entire crypto pie, right? And as the crypto pie becomes smaller, the pieces also become smaller. It constricts. And that's the problem. Where is more users of crypto going to come? Unfortunately, you need more exchanges because most people do not use DeFi. Guys, I gave you the numbers. 5 to 10% of all volume is DeFi. The rest, 90+%, is all central exchanges. Now, Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN, is looking better and better for me for a long-term investment. Not yet. I'm still waiting for it to go down. I still think crypto is going to go down. I still think stocks is going to go down. I changed my outlook like 2 months ago, if you guys remember. One of the best investment decisions I could have made was actually to get out of some of my positions and not be as aggressive with some of my positions. This is what I think in general is happening with the crypto market. This is what I think in general is happening with CZ and Binance. This is what I think in general is happening with FTX, so on and so forth. Now, projects are building. I know Cardano is building like a monster. I know Algorand is building like a monster. I know Hedera is building like a monster. And a lot of different protocols are building like absolute beast monsters. What does that mean? You have developers. Who's a developer? Me, you, anybody that wants to code comes on a blockchain and they start developing. All the protocols that I just mentioned, plus pretty much all other legitimate crypto projects are developing. That means a lot of interest is in crypto. I believe that once the price of crypto is going to go to a certain point, and I don't know what that point is, it could go so much lower because there is manipulation here. This can all have been set up, by the way, that institutional investors want to buy. I made a video about Goldman Sachs, the head of like global development. He's a C-level executive. I forgot what his name is. He's one of the top guys. They are looking to buy up cheap crypto assets, which means the big boys most certainly want to get into crypto. They know that there's going to be crypto regulations. How does that vie for the whole crypto market? I don't know, but it's going to be extremely good for a project like Bitcoin when crypto regulations comes. Most people only care about Bitcoin and Ethereum. After Bitcoin and Ethereum, the institutional investors will look at Cardano, Polygon, things like that. And then they'll look at, trickle down, because some projects have clout and some projects don't. And the main projects that have clout is Bitcoin and Ethereum. The developers are coming. That ecosystem that I was saying that's shrinking, the only way to expand your ecosystem is to introduce more products, is to introduce more meshing of CeFi and DeFi, right? The traditional finance comes on a blockchain to make your blockchain so easy to use that it just all clicks, no coding, stuff like that. And there's a lot of developments on all chains, not just any specific chains, on all chains. There's a lot of developments. Now, in 2024, I believe the markets are going to start recovering. First, I thought it was going to be second half of 2023. Then I thought it was going to be the end of 2023. And I keep pushing my numbers back because I see what's happening in the market. I think we're going to be absolutely shellacked, full-barred recession in 2023. It's going to be very, very, very bad. But you can also never time the market. And bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. You can always make money in markets. Don't get too greedy. What does that mean? You're not going to time the top. You're not going to time the bottom. Now, DCAing only works if you have enough money to beat the market. So dollar cost averaging only works if you have enough money to beat the market. There are ridiculously good deals here. However, the price of these deals can still go down 10 or 15%. Now, are you going to wait for 10 or 15% correction? It could be more, it could be less. I don't know. When the crypto you want to invest in is down 90%, 80%, 95%, it's diminishing returns, right? If you're already down 90+%, are you going to wait for another 10 or 15%, right? Because 10 and 15% is of the price now, not of the total, amount. And only you can answer that, right? Nobody else can answer that. I learned a very valuable lesson. Be more patient. I timed this wrong. I had a plan. I stuck to my plan. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I waited for the dip. I sold out at a higher price, waited, rebought. Unfortunately, I timed it wrong and miscalculated how bad the market was going to be, how bad the market got, and how badly the market was going to go down. I'm not going to make that mistake again. You should never chase gains. There's always going to be a project to invest in. There's always going to be gains to make. I like Coinbase as a long-term play, not at this price. I'm still going to wait until it goes down. I'm going to be very, very patient, because I think that as these exchanges are going to be more regulated, as more exchanges are going to go down, as there's going to be more regulation, I believe that Coinbase, which is traded on this, traded openly, audited by Deloitte, top 4, big 4 crypto accounting firm, I believe that exchanges like Coinbase are going to thrive in the future. Now, Coinbase is a very boring exchange. Coinbase charges a shit ton of fees, but that's how they make money. That's the way you should be making money. Any of these exchanges that are not charging all these fees, where are you getting the money? You understand what I mean? So that's essentially our crypto market. I would really appreciate something from you guys. Matter of fact, I would appreciate two things. Number one, I want you to absolutely decimate, destroy the like button. Seek and destroy, decimate, discombobulate, and absolutely eliminate the like button. That's number one. Number two, I wanted to ask you in the comments below, I really want to know where you guys are at. What do you think happened with Sam Bankman-Fried on FTX? Do you think that he embezzled? Or do you think this was an honest mistake? That this genius guy that went to MIT, made mad money, made an honest mistake? Binance. Do you think Binance has money or not? Is there like a possibility they're going to fall? If that happens, or in general, where do you think the crypto market is? And what's your personal plans? I need to know what you guys are doing. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding? What projects are you looking on? It could be any project you want. I need to understand my viewers a little bit better. And if I understand you guys better, then I could do a better job giving you guys value. Now, I do this full time. I'm a full-time YouTuber when I'm not getting absolutely shellacked on my real estate deals and my tenants are not literally taking shits in my basement when they move out. I'm doing YouTube full time. So you might not have time to research, but I do. But in order for me to give you the best possible content, I need to know what you want me to research. So in the comments down below, let me know all of these things. I would greatly appreciate listening to you guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Have a great freaking day.